just like what I've shared earlier on, it's been a 3 years hiatus and we're really excited to see all of you in person today. So while you're streaming in, please kindly grab a seat. We're about to kickstart the press conference. Alright, so before I start, I would like to thank our sponsor, Taiwan Distributors Private Limited, who will be giving out 2 items as a press gift. So in your goodie bag right in front of you, you will find a curved Evolve brush and also a redemption voucher for you to redeem an additional $300 premium gift from the Taiwan Distributors booth, and they're located at the Hall 6 booth L17. Alright, so to commence today's conference, I would first like to introduce our panelists to you, and they're all seated by my right hand side. On my right, let's put our hands together to welcome Ms. Angel Fu, Event Director of Informal Markets. And right beside her, we have Mr. David Bondi. Let's give him a big round of applause. Senior Vice President, Asia of Informal Markets and Director of COSMOPROF-ASIA Limited. And we also have with us in our midst, Mr. Enrico Zanini, General Manager, Volunteer, COSMOPROF, and also Director of COSMOPROF-ASIA Limited. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, pleased to invite and also introduce to you Ms. Francesca Donati, International Marketing Manager, Volunteer, COSMOPROF. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, with 4 of our expert panelists here, I know we have a lot of burning questions later on, as we present to you. Just keep your questions in mind. We will have a Q&A segment right after this. We will also dispatch our mic runners to you once you have any questions right at the end of the session. Alright, and let us know your question. We'd like to field them one by one. But before that, we would like to invite Mr. David Bondi to welcome everyone and to also share with us his review of the current Asia cosmetic market and the latest trends. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands once again for Mr. Bondi.
Thank you. Very light review. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here in COSMOPROF-ASIA 2022, again for the one I didn't greet an hour ago for the opening ceremony. I'd like to extend my special thanks to the media who came from far away to join us today and be part of this special edition of COSMOPROF-ASIA. It's a great pleasure to see you all face to face. And you can imagine, I think it's the same for you. It has been quite a journey since last time we met in Asia. It was 3 years ago. Who could believe that? That's absolutely mad. But we are back again together. So COSMOPROF-ASIA is by far, I'm sure you know, the Asia's leading event. It brings together exhibitors and distributors, industry experts, buyers and suppliers, and visitors from all over the world. That's a truly international show. They are getting together to enjoy the Asia's huge business potential. So I would like to start with a glimpse of the Asian cosmetic market outlook. And today, the Asian market is the most promising in the world, as many of you know. And as such, it's everybody's priorities within the industry. A recent market report revealed that the Asia-Pacific cosmetic market is expected to reach $167 billion USD by 2029, making it the second largest market for cosmetics after Europe. What does that mean for us? It means that there is likely anticipated future growth in each of these single markets in Asia. And this is right here and right now that many SMEs are going to enjoy new connections within the industry. There is no doubt that Asia is the epicenter of innovation when it comes to beauty, for the simple fact that the Asian consumers have a reputation to be the world's most demanding. To answer those expectations, the world's largest beauty giants have opened R&D hubs in Singapore, in China, in Korea, in Indonesia, and in Japan. COSMOPROF-ASIA continues to highlight the region's major trends. Indeed, there are some inspiring and fascinating trends coming up this year, reflecting the evolution of social norms in our post-pandemic world. Firstly, there is a huge and growing demand for efficacy. With the fast-rising younger population, who is so active on social media and influencing the trends. For brands, transparency is everything more than ever before. Second, at the same time, consumers are more health and wellness savvy than ever before. And while the long-established issues of stress and lack of sleep continues, we will see ever more sophisticated beauty innovations to truly answer those issues. Third, of course, Asia consumers are very quick to adopt the latest technology devices, so beauty tech will continue to boom. We are already seeing brands taking their products to the metaverse, mixing physical and with digital, and combining AI, AR, and VR. In general, offering next-gen smart beauty experiences, and you will see some on the show. Sustainability and focus on clean and plant-based products and accessories continues to dominate. But beyond this, consumers are demanding greater transparency about product formulation and business practices from their skincare and beauty brands. Finally, we see consumers moving beyond gender. As they become more and more identity fluid, they are demanding products that reflect this mixing and merging or simply rejecting gender norms. This year in Singapore, we have produced 14 Cosmo Talks sessions together with 28 world-class speakers to address all those exciting topics. Last but not least, I would like to give you my special thanks to our long-term partner, Bologna Frire Group, who has been with us since 1996, when we first launched the brand COSMOPROF-ASIA in Hong Kong. They have supported us all those past 26 years. We are, as always, committed to delivering the absolute best COSMOPROF-ASIA possible, wherever it may take place. And this year, this is in Singapore, we are already extending the successful partnership to different parts of the world in 2023 and beyond. In addition to Hong Kong, we are inviting the beauty community to get together in Bangkok, in Mumbai, in Las Vegas, in Shenzhen, and soon in some exciting new destinations, and of course, flagship Bologna. I hope you all enjoy the great diversity of product offerings from our exhibitors today and leave with plenty of takeaways from the educational events that we have put together for you. And I would like to thank you for being here today again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bondi. Thank you for giving us a salient review of the current Asia market trends. All right, next I'd like to invite Mr. Enrico Zanini for his welcome remarks and also share with us the global COSMOPROF events for the year 2022 as well as 2023. So ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause please for Mr. Zanini.
Thank you. Good morning. On behalf of Bologna Fiere, we come again to COSMOPROF-ASIA. Special thanks to our partners of Informa Market, Mr. David Bondi, Senior Vice President, Asia and Informa Markets and Director of COSMOPROF-ASIA, Ms. Angel Fu, Event Director, Informa Markets. I would like to thank all people of our joint venture who worked hard for the success of this exhibition. Thanks to all international authorities and representatives who are joining us today and who support this special edition in Singapore. Special thanks to Benedetto Lavino, acting President of Cosmetic Italia, who is here with us, and the representatives of Cosmetic Italia. Thanks to the support of government, Italian government, of Italian trade agency, and of Cosmetic Italia, we are promoting the excellence of the beauty industries all over the world. Special thanks to the 18 country pavilion, attending the exhibition and presenting the most innovative proposal for all over the world. Thanks to their presence, the show is increasing its international appeal. I would like to thank our official partner taking part in our special initiative. Special thanks to all our exhibitors and partners for trusting in COSMOPROF. Thanks for making this show possible. COSMOPROF-ASIA is part of COSMOPROF International Network, with events all over the world in Italy, Asia, India, North America, and Southeast Asia. We are offering business tools and support the beauty stakeholders from all over the world. In more than 50 years, the COSMOPROF format has been able to adapt to the specific needs of the most strategic markets. The COSMOPROF events are an occasion for networking and the development of the new project. COSMOPROF is the best hub where to meet key players from all over the world and discover what's new for the industry. To understand how the Asia-Pacific region is changing, COSMOPROF-ASIA is the best stage. Together with the rich exhibition offer, with leading companies presenting their latest product, special initiatives are providing updates to help attendees developing new business opportunities. All the details of this special edition will be present shortly. I wish you a great edition of COSMOPROF-ASIA, and I kindly invite you to keep following the COSMOPROF events all over the world. We look forward to meeting you soon at COSMOPROF Bologna next March. Thanks for your attention. Thank you.
That was truly insightful. Thank you, Mr. Zendini. And we definitely look forward to all our media friends who will be able to join us across the globe for our COSMOPROF events. And next time I'd like to invite Ms. Angel Fu, who will announce the facts as well as the figures of this 2022 COSMOPROF-ASIA International Pavilion Support. So let's put our hands together to welcome Ms. Angel Fu.
Good morning. A very warm welcome to COSMOPROF-ASIA 2022, the special edition. We feel so privileged to be here in Singapore this year, and we'll be able to meet face to face. I know you feel the same way too, as the response from regionally and internationally to the show is phenomenal. At Singapore Expo, this year you will find 50,000 square meters of exhibition space dedicated to 1,202 exhibitors from 46 countries and regions. At COSMOPROF-ASIA, they will be exploring a comprehensive showcase of finished products categories such as cosmetic toiletry, incorporating clean and hygiene, beauty salon, hair salon, nail and accessory, and natural organic. At COSMOPROF-ASIA, privilege pack and OEM, packaging materials, OEM, ODM, ingredients and lab, machinery and equipment, and private label will be on the show floor and offering opportunity for manufacturing, packaging, product launching, and partnerships. At the core of the events are our 18 country, regions, and group pavilions. Visitors will be amazed by variety on the show and the pavilion by Australia, California, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Korea, mainland China, Malaysia, Poland, Singapore, Spain, Switzerland, Taiwan, Thailand, Turkey, UK, and the Global She Alliance, which includes the 5 West African countries: Benin, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Mali, and Togo. Guangzhou, China deserve a special mention, and they have sent the largest international trade event delegation sponsored by the Guangdong Department of Commerce this year. Support under the Cantonese Business Go Global. The delegation is chartering a flight from Guangzhou to Singapore exclusively to COSMOPROF-ASIA exhibitors and visitors, which has flight over 160 passengers from 69 companies based in Guangdong province. We extend a warm welcome to them and to all our exhibitors, visitors, and our media friends to the shows for this special edition in Singapore of COSMOPROF-ASIA 2022. We wish you all the informative and highly productive show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Fu, for sharing with us these are important facts and figures. And next, I know that all of you will be eager to find out about this year's COSMOPROF-ASIA 2022, our marketing initiatives, as well as our event special highlights. So please join me to welcome Ms. Francesca Donati to share with us more. Ms. Donati, please.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody. I'm very excited to be here today with you, and thanks for supporting us after 3 years stop. Before proceeding to talk about the marketing activities that we developed for this special edition in Singapore, I would like to spend a few words about our COSMOPROF network. The image I have on my back can show you our world, our network. As you can see, we count 5 destinations. The first one is COSMOPROF Bologna Worldwide, is the oldest show. Next year it will be the 54th edition. Then we have COSMOPROF-ASIA. Today we celebrate the 25th edition after 24 years in Hong Kong. COSMOPROF North America is Las Vegas, ready for its 20th edition next year. Then we have COSMOPROF India in Mumbai as its 4th edition in 2023. Last but not least, we have COSMOPROF CBA Asian in Bangkok. The first edition was held last September, achieving a great success. I would like to give you some numbers, some impressive numbers of our network. We count more than 10,000 exhibitors, more than 500,000 visitors from 190 countries of origins. Coming back to the marketing activities, now I am going to focus on some special projects that we developed for this occasion. How to do business and network in COSMOPROF-ASIA. The Buyer Program is a consolidated program which helps exhibitors and buyers to stay in touch, to connect, to develop new business opportunities. How can they do it? With a management platform that we have, branded COSMOPROF, that support companies by scheduling one-to-one B2B tailor-made meetings that which be held on-site. This year, I'm glad to tell you that we are hosting 230 buyers from 29 countries of origin. The main countries, they come from Australia, Asian countries, India, Korea, Japan, Europe, Middle East, and USA. How to keep up to date in our show? Here you are in COSMOTalks area. COSMOTalks, what is it? It's an educational program that gathers the top experts of the beauty industry. It's an opportunity to stay up to date on the latest trends and insights. Thanks to a very important collaboration that we have with the most important trade agency worldwide. We have 3 days of seminars, of roundtable, We have 14 sessions and 3 main topics: sustainability and circular beauty, eco-beauty, trends, forecast and digital beauty, and market and regulation. Here in these slides, you can find our strategic partners for this edition, 2022. I would like to tell you that with most of them, we have a very long and strong cooperation and fruitful cooperation. They helped us during the last years, and especially in the last 3 years, very difficult for everybody, but also for us. How to get inspired in COSMOPROF-ASIA? We have Cosmo Stage, is a consolidated project provided by the COSMOPROF network, reserved to exhibiting companies, where makeup artists, nail artists, hairstylists, and beauty professionals can show the latest innovative products, new techniques, and new beauty treatment through live demos or seminars. I would like to drive your attention to a not to be missed event. Is a masterclass with Mrs. Abu Saleem, a KOL and makeup artist, who will give us an overview about the future makeup trends through a live performance called Party Look. She will use some products from our exhibitors that she selected in advance. On 18 November, all day long, from 9:30 to 6:30, we will host a Nail Beauty Masters Championship Asia 2022 competition. It's organized by Nailist Association for International Licensing in Singapore. We will host more than 120 local and overseas nailists and beauty professionals competing among different categories as nail art, eyelash extensions, semi-permanent makeup, and total look. Winners will be judged by an esteemed panel of veterans coming from all over the world. Location is you can visit there on stage. Location is Hall 6 all day long. Discover new trends. As you can see on your left, we have some products, and probably someone asked, what is it? Cosmo Trends Report is a well-renowned project of the COSMOPROF network, exclusively curated by an international beauty trade agency, Beauty Streams. Thank you so much. And the report is a collection of the most important and representative products which will have a strong impact of the next consumer habit trends in the Asia-Pacific market. We kindly invite press, influencers, buyers to visit our seminars, which will be held tomorrow, 17 November, from 1 to 1:45. Don't forget to check also the products that we are exposing here. You can find the trends, the 5 trends. I would like to give you also some numbers about this project. We received more than 200 submissions. We selected 20 products and we identified 5 trends. Beauty Sample Connect. This is the last special project that we have. It's a new project whose goal is to show a selection of sample products, finished products of course, to buyers, press and influencers, facilitating direct contact and new business opportunities. Exhibitors could benefit from an extra visibility thanks to a dedicated promotion and an on-site installation that you can visit in all 5. So if you would like to test and experience these products, you can go there. 45 companies join this project, and we will sure to propose it also in the next years. So I'm finished with our special projects. Thank you so much for coming. I would like to wish you a good show, a good business, and hope to see you in the host in the next days.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nati, for sharing with us the updates. Lastly, right now I'd like to invite Mr. David Bondi to be announcing the COSMOPROF-ASIA 2023 dates as well as the venue. So over to you, Mr. Bondi.
Yes, it's not the best kept secret from the show. And I know many of you are wondering where are we going to land next year. So I'm here to, on behalf of the organizers, to officially announce that we are back to the hometown of COSMOPROF-ASIA, Hong Kong. Hong Kong will be where we land in November next year. And we will come back to the usual format that many of you knows, which is one global event, two venues. So we would have Asia World Expo hosting COSMOPROF-ASIA from 14 to 16 of November. And we would have COSMOPROF-ASIA taking place into the convention center downtown from 15 to 17 of November. You may have some questions why we took this decision, and we'll be happy to answer any other questions actually you may have following this presentation.
Right, thank you, Mr. Bondi, for the updates on next year's venue. That will be Hong Kong. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that sums up our presentation for this morning. And right now, we are handing this over to the floor for all our media partners and friends who are here with us. So this is a Q&A segment. So if you do have any questions, please raise your hand. Our mic runner will pass you the microphone. Please identify yourself, from which media or publications, and your name. And let us know your questions. Should you have any questions directed to any one of our panelists here who are with us. Yes, this lady over here, come with a microphone for her, please. Second row, on the left, yes. Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Eva Lagarde, I work for Christmas. What led you to decide to go back to Hong Kong?
It's a very good question.
Well, everybody knows we landed in Singapore mostly because Hong Kong was not accessible. Hong Kong has always been the landmark destination for the show, and we found a very good answer from Singapore to host us this year. There are several reasons. The main reason is that we can now access Hong Kong without any more restrictions from all over the world. The only restriction you have right now, if we can name it a restriction, is that you cannot access to bars and restaurants for the first 3 days of your landing into Hong Kong. But you can go anywhere else, you can go to the trade show. So we think this would be waived in the coming months. So there are no more reasons not to be in Hong Kong in terms of accessibility. The second reason is when you look at this venue, which is a great venue, this is 1/3 of the size of COSMOPROF-ASIA, and we have almost filled up the whole venue. So we want to come back to our natural size, and we think next year, with the reopening of the world, we will double the size of COSMOPROF-ASIA again, and we have no other solutions but to come back where we can offer the great experience. So that's the second reason. The third reason is COSMOPROF-ASIA is a truly international event, but it's also an event very close to the Chinese market. You've got tens of thousands of visitors coming from mainland China in COSMOPROF Hong Kong, Asia. We won't have that, we don't think, next year, but we will have a fraction of that, and we will see them coming back step after step, and we have to be close to them. So that's another reason. We would have more reasons, but all that brings us back to Hong Kong.
Well answered. Thank you, Mr. Bondi, for sharing with us the 3 key reasons why next year we'll go back to Hong Kong. Great question over there. I hope it answers you. Now, to other friends and media friends, do you have any questions? Row 3, the lady.
Magazine. How how the political worldwide situation can affect also our business?
Claudia, thank you for this great question. It's hard to answer, but what we can see is that the difficulties we face in Asia are due to the restrictions to access mainland China. And it's COVID related and politically related to some protections they want to put on their border to avoid COVID to spread like it has been spreading all over the world. There are good reasons to think that they will have to reopen phase after phase. We see that happening, but on a slow pace. So one of the major implications is China now, that we keep on looking with a lot of attention. So we think we're going to get back to China in a meaningful way, but we also think it's going to be possible when China met all the conditions to reopen. And for that you need a population vaccinated properly, which is not yet the case. So that's one of the hurdles. The second one I foresee is that it's hard to fly. We need pilots, we need planes. It's difficult to find a ticket to come to Singapore lately, and it's going to be difficult to fly to Hong Kong. So we are recruiting pilots, not we as COSMOPROF-ASIA, but we had to charter a flight from Guangzhou to bring Chinese exhibitors who are so eager, I would say almost desperate, to move out of China and exhibit. And we have a large group of Chinese exhibitors this year that you can see into all 6, I think. It was amazing to see them coming out of China for the first time in 3 years. So that's the kind of issues we face with. I don't think we would comment anything related to war or anything else in the world, because when times comes to meet together, it's interesting to see that we had almost 20,000 pre-registered visitors willing to come to Singapore, and we were overwhelmed with that. It was a very, very pleasant thing to see from many countries. So face-to-face, definitely yes.
There was a great answer over there. Yep. And that's right, I think we will try to adapt with times. We always try to overcome all the challenges along our way, and we managed to do so. So as evident from all our exhibitors here today. All right, great question over there. Thank you very much for your question. Do we have any questions from the floor right behind, and anybody? We have time for one last question. Yes.
First of all, thanks a lot for this exhibition, because I know it's quite difficult for you. Me and Vincent, we are from Premium Beauty News, and we were very happy to help you to communicate, to bring all the visitors. My question is, okay, you decide to go back to Hong Kong. It's still like one event, 2 venues. Two venues, yes, they are not really close to each other, and they are kind of a little bit inconvenient for the visitors. Do you think in the future you're gonna bring back to one unique venue, or you think gonna be keep like that forever?
Thanks for your support all these years on our shows. The reason why we did one event, 2 venues, is because the show grows so much that we couldn't hold the show into one venue. The second reason is that we have COSMOPAC on one side, COSMOPROF on the other side. We know the visitors are not exactly the same. The exhibitors of COSMOPROF are the customers of COSMOPAC, and that's also why we have an overlap of 2 days, but we give them an extra day to visit the show. So different kinds of visitors. Yes, it's not convenient for us as media organizers, and some visitors who are doing both shows for good reasons, yes. But if we really want to host everyone, there's not a single venue apart in Shenzhen, which is 500,000 square meters, who can host COSMOPROF-ASIA in a single roof. So no choice. I'm afraid we're going to have to commute a little bit. But the train between the 2 venues is really great, and it's working again. By the way, I don't hear this question, but we forgot to mention something important. And you will see that in press releases, not here, but it will be distributed by another channel from America. But Bologna Fire and PBA and Informa Markets has also concluded a strategic partnership in North America, which is very, very meaningful. For some of you media who covers the world, it will speak by itself. So we are becoming joint partner in COSMOPROF Las Vegas. We have also a joint partnership on beauty salon and spa shows named Premiere, and we are launching new shows in several cities in America. And we are also announcing a new show in Miami, COSMOPROF Miami. So with this one we really wanted to do for quite some years, and we were stuck with COVID. And it's great that we found a way to join forces. It's always better to be together. Why? Because this market cannot afford too many shows, too many competitors, and we need to reach a sizable event to be able to bring the buyers in. So that's really an exciting news as well that we wanted to share with you today.
Yes, you may.
Right.
Continue.
Okay, sorry, just one more question. So the China Beauty Expo gonna take place next year, right? Sorry, I don't know if it's the right place to
Oh
ask
yes,
that.
yes. We had so we are also the organizer of China Beauty Expo for co-organizer for almost 10 years now. Couldn't run the show in December for the reasons that many of you know. It's not practical. We don't have the authorization to gather people into a hall. And Shanghai is under high scrutiny, so it's not only China Beauty Expo, it's every shows actually in the larger cities in China. So we postponed, actually we canceled the show. So we would have the next China Beauty Expo on the original dates, which are May. Cannot remember exactly the dates, but I can give them to you later. So back to May 2023 with more hopes that we will find the conditions to host the industry there.
Thank you. That was truly an insightful and also extremely engaging press conference. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the great questions that poured in. And this sums up our press conference for this afternoon. So meanwhile, please continue to enjoy the rest of the COSMOPROF-ASIA exhibition. Just want to highlight a few things. Right in front of you, we have your goodie bag. Inside, we have the gift redemption. So please remember to redeem your gift at the Taiwan Distributors Private Limited booth that's located at Hall 6 at the booth L17 for your Turf Evolve brush. Alright, and next in your goodie bag as well.